What is up, guys? Lord Derpington here, and we're getting ready to play Pokemon Colosseum. Not just any version of Pokemon Colosseum. We're gonna take into ourselves the Nuzlocke challenge. Now, I'm not gonna go deep into the Nuzlocke challenge, tell you much what it is. There are plenty of videos to tell you the history of it and explain all the ins and outs. I'll explain on the way. Right now, let's just get going, get this Let's Play started.
Okay, so we're just gonna start off making a new game. Let's see, let's just name ourselves Derp. That works. Alright, now I guess we'll just sit back and enjoy the cutscene. Haven't seen this? Well, this is an interesting new way to start for Pokemon. It's a lot different than the other games. Alright, now that we're squared away with that, I can get on to what the Nuzlocke challenge is. So the Nuzlocke challenge is a challenge for Pokemon fans after they've beaten the game to go back and, make it a lot harder. How do they do this? Well, people change the rules, like make separate little challenges for themselves, like no potions or anything like that. But basically, the two universal rules of the Nuzlocke challenge are 1. If your Pokemon faints, you must release them. And 2. Whenever you enter a zone, the first Pokemon you find in that zone, so like if you enter Route 1 and you find a Rattata, you must catch that Rattata and nothing else can be caught. That's right, nothing. No matter how hard you... Oh, no, I didn't mean to talk to this guy. No matter how much you want it, you are not allowed to go and catch anything else. Even if you release that Rattata, you are not allowed to go back and say catch Pidgey. It's against the rules. Unfortunately for us, we're not going to run into any Pokemon that we can catch for a while. So, I guess this is good level grinding for Umbreon, Espeon right here. Fight's pretty straightforward. It's just, bite and confusion for the whole thing. You can use Helping Hand, but it doesn't really do, but it's not really worth it. Reflect, actually they start off with very good moves. I'm just gonna say that, especially considering double battles. You see, these are all Umbreon's moves right here. I still am not totally, I don't get Secret Power as much, but you know what? We're just gonna go and just wallop these guys with our standard attacks. It's just like you're facing a wild Pokemon in the old games. You just keep using Tackle and you win. Oh, and for those who don't know, Pokemon Colosseum, it consists of nothing but double battles. So when the Hoenn region, you had very few double battles. To get used to it, you had to rely on trainers. This was a concept that, like I said, underused in the Game Boy games. They really picked it up in Colosseum to get people used to it, because it does involve lots of brand new strategies. In fact, most of the world tournaments for the games do involve double battles over single battles. So there is definitely a lot of strategy to it, because you've got moves that affect the whole field, moves that affect, you know, just your team, just the other team, one Pokemon, ones that buff attacks. You got the abilities like Flash Fire, you can hit a Pokemon with Fire Blast that has Flash Fire and greatly increases their power. You know, all sorts of strategies like that. And this is trying to get people used to it. And I think it did a very good job. Oh, and just to let you know, for a while, yes, we are going to only face Pokemon teams that have, you know, the same 2 Pokemon. It's like that for a while. We're just gonna have to deal with it. So like the 2 Zigzagoons, we really don't have anything to worry about with these Whismers. I'll be honest, Espeon are no threat whatsoever being knocked out. However, if they were knocked out, I would have to release them, like, once they get healed or once they get to a Pokemon Center, I would immediately go and release them. So, you really gain a bond with these Pokemon, you know, because you know you have to work hard with them, you have to really train them, and you know you can lose them at any minute. It really is kind of stressful. I actually tried it on Fire Red. I can't actually record that, unfortunately. But, no, not Fire Red, just the original Red. And, yeah, I kind of lost a Charmeleon to a Snorlax in one hit. It was very sad. I had to give him up. And unfortunately, I could not catch the Snorlax because obviously it was not the first thing I found there. You'll notice I'm just like going straight through this dialogue. I'm not even caring to read it because, I mean, to be honest, I'm not playing this to be a Let's Player. I'm playing this to do the Nuzlocke challenge. Yeah, nope. There we go. Undo the knot. Because, while I haven't played Colosseum in a long time, I'm really not doing this to be a Let's Player. If you want to watch a Let's Player do this, you can go watch several other people. Me, I'm just here to do the Nuzlocke challenge. Because I figure, hey, you know what? The Shadow Pokemon games are awesome. And, you know, I'm sure most people are just recording like Black and White and Diamond Pearl, all those other names. Oh right, I had to give this girl name Misty. I mean, come on. Who did not name her Misty when they played through this? Or at least thought she looked like Misty. Come on, be completely honest. That's what I thought. So the point of this girl and this little subplot here is that she can see shadow Pokemon, and that's how I know which ones to catch. Now, with Pokemon Colosseum, you can only catch shadow Pokemon. You can't catch a normal Pokemon. So if I had Pokeballs, and at the beginning of the game I could catch anyone's Pokemon, I would have gotten a Zigzagoon right from the start. But because of the rules of this, the first shadow Pokemon I see in each area, that's what I have to capture. So, I believe the first thing we see here is either a Bayleaf, a Quilava, or a Croconaw, depending on which one you pick. Now, I like Quilava the best, but I feel like I really want to go Bayleaf. I always go Bayleaf, and it gives me a distinct type advantage because I have the 3 legendaries, Umbreon and Espeon, and a grass type. But, you know, I could lose Pokemon in this, so I may not want to go with a Bayleaf. Oh, and yes, just to let you people know, legendaries, if they are the first shadow Pokemon I see in the area, I catch those. So Raikou, being that he's the last one you see in one of the areas, he is not catchable. Okay, because I'd have to see him first in order to get him. And I completely did not read anything he said. So, I believe he told us to go up here to the Colosseum. Yeah, he told us to go up to the Colosseum and enter. And they're gonna end up being closed. Okay, Fennec Stadium, register place challenges. However, we already started, so we can't accept you. And apparently our challenge goes until, like, hours upon hours, even if you wait. Ah, here we go. So what they're saying about here is that, no, oh, you stole the snag machine, and they reveal here that I was actually part of the evil group I'm trying to stop, called Team Snag'em. They, like Team Rocket, want to steal people's Pokemon, but they have an evil plot behind it, which involves the whole Dark Aura Shadow Pokemon thing. Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, Bayleaf, Croconaw, or Quilava is not going to be the first one to get. I believe this might be Pokemon XD, but I think we might encounter Makuhita first. I think that's Pokemon XD, but yeah, you see how my memory's fading of this game. And here's our first example of a team that is not exactly the same, so... And actually, we do have a type advantage over it. We have Espeon's Confusion Psychic Attack. So, just pretty standard battle, yet again. All these first battles are very, very standard. Still have to be careful though, because of the Nuzlocke challenge, you know. If you lose these guys, I don't want to lose the precious to me. Oh, but some of you might be a little confused with this. You know, I'll go into like Pyrite City, and I'll get one Pokemon, and then when I enter, you know, the lair of I forgot. Yeah, Mirabie's lair. When I enter Mirabie's lair, I will get another one. Well, to me, and I think most will agree, that areas inside the cities, like the Under is also inside the Pyrite town. It counts as a different area. So, like the building by the Colosseum. Oh, by the way, I'm also counting the Colosseums as different places. I know that could be a stretch, but you know what? I haven't actually seen anyone do one of these challenges on Colosseum, so I'm making up my own rules. Besides, people make up their own, like, little third rules for these anyway. So if it's like a new section of the town, or a new building or hideout, then that counts as an area I can get a new Pokemon in. Otherwise, I'd be getting, like, what, 10 Pokemon this entire game? I can't win with that. I'm gonna lose at least 3. Okay, that's way less than I'm probably gonna lose, but I'm definitely going to lose Pokemon. Let's just heal up. I believe we can do battle with some other trainers, so yeah, we can battle some other trainers. I'm going to cut that out and cut back in when I find them. So, cut! And we're battling this old dude. Sorry about that. We'll cut to the throwing animation. We're done at the beginning, but the system wasn't working for me as well as I wanted to. We started recording at the very beginning of the recording, not at the end to work at whatever. We're still doing this. So yeah, you can probably just skip through these battles because for the first 30 minutes of the game, they're all the same. Just confuse and bite, confuse and bite, confuse and bite. Umbreon and Espeon don't really get creative Well, Espeon gets really creative in battles. Espeon is extremely useful. Both with Reflect, Helping Hand, being Psychic type, and it knows the move Return, which, for those of you who don't know, Return, normal type attack, for your friendship with the Pokemon, it increases the power of it. So you get max friendship, it does massive damage. And at high levels, when your attack stats start to increase, it becomes really good. Alright, let's see. Where was that other person? Actually, were there boxes? No, that was in XD. There was one there. I played XD not too long ago, so I do remember a little better. So I would do a Nuzlocke run of it, but because the Shadow Pokemon, every Shadow attack is super effective on everything, except the Shadow Pokemon, which its normal effectiveness. Oh, hey, here's the trainer. Yeah, let's duke it out. But because the whole Shadow mechanic is like much harder in that game, which I do enjoy, it would be almost impossible to do a Nuzlocke run of that. I may think about it in the future, especially if I can actually do it in Colosseum, then I really would consider it. But for now, I think it's best if I just don't even think about it. Ooh, nice critical hit. Although probably didn't need it. Espeon's special attack is higher than Umbreon's, because Umbreon is sort of like an all-round balanced evolution, except for his defense. His defense is, his defense and special defense. That's it. They're both really good, so he can make a pretty decent wall. He has pretty good attack stats, and he makes a decent wall, so it's a good Pokemon to have. Espeon's more of a tech Pokemon. She's really squishy, well, but Espeons are generally a bit more squishy than Umbreons when it comes to taking damage, but they're a lot more technical. They have really high special attacks, and they can learn a variety of moves, like, you know, this one starts off with Reflect, which reduces the amount of physical damage taken by all my Pokemon for a short while. It's definitely more than 5 turns. I think it's like 10. Oh, we got TM. Let's see what that is. And that is Torment. Now that can be useful, but I am not really good at predicting Pokemon's moves like that. I guess we could switch it out for Umbreon, but I think I'm gonna save it. Alright, move, Misty. Gotta get to the Pokemon Center, and then I gotta figure out what the heck I'm gonna do.